Hey guys, Jen here with Serenity Hill Farmstead. Today I am going to be talking about cold stratifying seeds, and we're going to do some. We have already started our hops, and we've started our official skull cap that we are going to, Cat, get out of the box, that we are going to be cold stratifying to transplant in the spring into our herb farm. And it's been a while. We started an herb farm, and I will tell you all about that in another video. You do, because the red dot is on your nose. Okay. But today we've got English lavender that we're going to start. So what is cold stratification? Cold stratification is basically the process of mimicking winter. Some seeds need to have a dormant season before they will germinate, and you can grow them, and then you can transplant them, and they will grow and thrive for you. Cold stratification has been very tricky for me over the years, but last year I feel like I finally figured it out. And the big thing that I'm going to be doing different this year is starting a lot, like over 100. So when you're starting that many seeds, when you need to cold stratify over 100 seeds, you can't exactly stick them in the fridge, which I think is the common way for people to cold stratify seeds. You can put it in a moist paper towel in a bag and stick it in the back of your refrigerator and kind of forget about it for the amount of time that it needs to cold stratify, and then you can pull them out and start them. That is a perfectly fine way to do it. A lot of people do it and have success. I've heard other ways people cold stratify is just by direct sowing the seed, just by planting it late in the fall, kind of the way you would with garlic, which is kind of another way to cold stratify actually, and letting just nature do the cold stratification process, and then it'll take off for you in the spring. But the way I'm doing it now is with this gigantic tote and with these trays, and these are actually the bottom part of my seed starting tray. My seed starting trays go on top here. I got these from Bootstrap Farmer. I'll leave a link in the description box. It's not an affiliate link. It's just what I use and what I enjoy. So these are very, very heavy duty trays. They're going to last you forever. And I use these to bottom water. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to put all of my soil in here, my seed starting soil. That I'm going to use ProMix. What are we using? So ProMix Organic that I'm using today. And then I'm going to wet this down just so like if you squeeze it hard, you get a little bit of water out. And then I'm going to kind of block them. I use a soil blocker, but I have no idea where I put it. I think it's probably in my greenhouse out on the farm, which is not here. So we're just going to, I put it there. There you go. So I'm going to just kind of make those blocks here so that later on, theoretically, we can just kind of pick them up and put them, pot them when we need to. The nice thing, yeah, you could do that. A butter knife though, not a super sharp one, okay?
That's what we did last time.
Yeah. So the nice thing about doing it in these trays too is when we're done with the cold stratification process, I can just pick these up and put them on my seed starting mat and I use saran wrap on this as my humidification dome, and they just seed start. And it's beautiful. At least that's the concept, because this is the first time I'm doing this on this scale. So how I'm going to make these cold is, we live in Northwest Illinois, and I'm just going to stick them outside, and I'm going to put a tarp on it. Because this is a black box, it is a black
tarp.
Yes, we have a tarp.
It's
and
blue.
Yeah, it's blue. It's still a darker color, but it's not black, and this is what we got. It was $2 at our hardware store, so that's what we're going to go with. So, and then, maybe we'll just stick some snow on top of it too. Yeah. It is winter outside. It is very cold, so that definitely works for our cold stratifying. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so this is the seed starting mix that we're using. We are not certified organic. We are a regenerative farm. At some point in time, we may go after that certification, but it's not happening today. But we do those practices.
Can I put some dirt in?
Yeah, you can put dirt in here. Why don't you come on the other side and I'll put the box here, or the bag here. You can go ahead and do that, just like we did with the other ones before.
The cat is tighter than this. I want to break them up.
Okay.
Insane.
Keep going. Good. All right, she's going to pour in all this water.
Of course, we're going to have to get more probably.
No, I think this should probably be good. You ready to mix it? Is this the best part?
Yeah. It's muddy.
It's muddy?
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got our our seeds. Okay. I think what we're gonna do is just...
Hey, why don't we put holes?
I don't think we're gonna need holes this time. I'm just going to...
Can I plant some?
I'll give you some. No, do them like one at a time, just along this row here.
Get off. This is hard. They blend in with my hand.
I know, because your hands are dirty.
Oh wait, that was dirt. There's a seed. It's hard to not put them in the same spot.
There you go, and just lightly sprinkle it around. Good job.
And we do not need water.
No, well, I think we should use the spray bottle that we used with your hair this morning.
I'll go get it.
Okay.
And I'll start spraying.
Okay. That's good there. I just kind of want to get it down. That's good. You come up here. Okay, over here. Good. And right there. And you're good.
This is fun.
It's fun. Good job. There we go. And you want to get that piece of cardboard? And we'll put it on top. Yeah. Here, let's flip it over.
You don't want no tape on.
You don't want any tape?
Yep.
Okay, so we have this piece, it's just this box that we opened up. Watch out. Watch out, please. And this is what I have in between the layers, because remember, we've got 3 of these trays in here. One of them is the skull cap, one of them is the hops, and then we've got the lavender on top. And I think that actually ends up being about 150 seeds that we've got in here. So this is 150 possible plants that'll be planted on our farm in the spring. Isn't that exciting? That's a lot of plants, isn't it? All right, let's put the top on. You can keep those to craft with. Can I have the top? So we're just gonna put that top on here. And these totes, you can get these at Costco. I actually found them, I've always found them cheapest at Costco, but locally are Menards in our area.
I like these because they have yellow caps.
Yeah, they were on sale and they were $10 for the big totes. So I got that. I wish I would have known that before I stocked up on those totes too. But they were cheaper there, so I went and got one there, and then we found our $2 tarp. So we're gonna get these outside, and yeah, $2. Actually, it's $2.85. So I'm gonna get this outside and get it covered up, and let it rest until the spring. So Evie and I got the box outside, got it tarped, and it's all put to bed. Now that'll sit there for about a month and a half. The lavender, I think, off the top of my head, doesn't need to sit as long as the hops does. The hops, I want to say it needs like 90 days stratification.
90?
Yeah, it's a long one. But the skull cap and the lavender don't. They're closer together. So I will probably end up taking those out. The hops I put all the way at the bottom, so it'll be easier to take the other ones out and just stick them right on there and get them going on my warming mats, my seed starting setup. The hops, I really wanted to put that one in the ground. I wanted to plant that in the fall, but the area that they're going to go in is a new area, and I didn't have time to prep the ground, so we're just gonna start them this way. And if it doesn't work this year, we'll do it next year. I'll plant them in the fall, and then we'll have a beautiful hops arch for the following year. That's my plan for it, and I'm super excited to do it. So let's talk about what seeds like to be cold stratified. The seeds that I started today, obviously, are herbs. Most perennial herbs will not argue with the cold stratification process. Most of them actually really like it, but that doesn't mean they are necessary. Catnip, for example, if you look up herbs that need to have cold stratification, catnip is actually on that list, but you can seed start it and it'll pop right up. Same thing with anise hyssop. The list will go on and on and on. I'm going to put a list in the description box from the extension office that is a full list of herbs that like cold stratification, but please remember, not all of them are necessary, and it does depend on your zone, so look specifically to the zone that you're in. We are in 5A, and not all perennial herbs here would work in the south and vice versa. So that is it for cold stratification. I hope you found this video helpful. If you are new to cold stratification, I hope you give it a try. If you have any questions about it, go ahead and leave them in the description box below. I'll get to them as soon as I can. If you want the printed version of this, if you want to see everything and refer back to it without having to come onto YouTube and everything, I'm also going to leave a link for our website where I will have all of this and a few extra helpful hints and all the links in my blog, in a blog post about cold stratification. So you can follow that link and you can sign up and get notified for all the blog posts that we put out. And also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button here on YouTube and the notification bell so you can get notified of the videos we put out, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.